Next week is the 5th annual Every Kid Healthy Week. It's designed to help schools focus on kids' nutrition, physical activity, and learning, because healthy kids are better prepared to succeed. Today, we'll ask Dr. Jenny Wilkins from Age Vital Pharmacy about some of the health challenges for kids and what we can do to help. Welcome back, Dr. Jenny.
Thank you.
We're so glad to have you here today.
Always good.
I hear a lot about ADD, ADHD, problems with focusing for young kids. Is there anything we can do to help that?
Oh, absolutely, 100%. And our environment doesn't allow for good nutrition. We don't have access to good nutrition anymore. Not everybody can afford to go to Whole Foods or to Trader Joe's or to the fresh market. So you have to kind of be creative. This is the whole reason that vitamins are so important right now for everybody, and especially for our little ones when they're growing. This is the most crucial time, of their lives. And I have 4 kids,
Are some of those things being caused by the lack of nutrition or the lack of the proper vitamins in your system?
Yes, 100%. Focus for children, a lack of B12, a lack of folate, a lack of amino acids in the body. So amino acids feeds the brain, the proper protein that they need. So if our meats are all being hormonally tampered with, or there's not enough, nutritional value, and they're being, genetically modified, then of course you're not pulling out the necessary foods.
So there's something you can take for that?
Yes, absolutely. For ADHD and ADD, I have my CBD, which is very, very popular right now because I'm getting kids off of Adderall and Ritalin, which is, those are toxic chemicals that kids should not be taking. Damages the prefrontal cortex of their brain. So you want to replace things like that with amino acids. So you're getting to the root cause of the problem as opposed to just putting a Band-Aid over it.
Oh, wow.
So the CBD is, everybody's deficient in CBD. And once you take CBD, it tells those spark plugs, those neurosynapses to just charge, and then the kids start to focus again. So my children actually tell me, Mom, I'm having a little, problem focusing, or I'm too cluster-minded is what my 6-year-old tells me. And so I give her a 10 milligram CBD underneath the tongue. She doesn't even have to swallow something. Within 30 seconds, she's like, wow, I feel so much better. And it gives you energy. And then my Amino Pro, adults will take that too, but the kids love it. There's a pill that they swallow. I'm trying to figure out how to make it into a spray.
Oh, that'd be good.
Yeah, so try to make easy delivery mechanisms for children. And then for diet and nutrition, my children, if kids are not eating well, mac and cheese. I have a 2-year-old that just mac and cheese, chicken nuggets, spaghetti. It's like,
not a lot of variety.
that's not right. So I'm
Yeah.
like, how do I get this child the nutrition that she needs? So I have my Daily Ultra that my 2-year-old will, take, and I make that in a chewable form. I make it in a capsule form for the older kids, and I also have my CoQ10 in a chewable form. That CoQ10 actually feeds their cells for energy, so then they're getting all of the foods. It's a full spectrum of vitamins.
Now, one thing that has been affecting a lot of teens is acne.
Oh, yes.
What do you do?
For decades, for generations.
Yes, it's terrible. And then, dermatologists will prescribe, again, Band-Aids for boo-boos, all these, these acids for the face, or they'll do these antibiotics, and it kills the microbiome. So believe it or not, it's usually hormone related. So I have a product called Aroma Dim. Dim is just an amino acid that blocks estrogen. Think of estrogen as like too much estrogen equals acne. That's in adults as well. So you have,
Oh, that's why a lot of adults have it.
Right,
then.
you have adult acne, but for children, the moment you give them that Aroma Dim, the acne goes away. It balances out their hormones. And then I also have NAC, N-acetylcysteine, another amino acid. I love amino acids. It's NAC converts into an antioxidant called glutathione, and that glutathione goes and protects the cells before the acne starts to form underneath the dermis. So, and NAC is good for everything else too. It protects the lungs. It also protects you from getting cancers. It's really great when you're, have overexposure to free radicals from the sun, or you're eating toxins. That NAC just flushes all those toxins out of there. So the less inflammation you have, the less likely you're going to have acne. And I do prescription like cleanses of like probiotics and, like good probiotics. Probiotics for the skin. Go figure. I actually make a cleanser for the teenagers. When I test them, if they're deficient in probiotics, I make them a probiotic topical cleanser and a moisturizer that they can apply in the morning and in the evenings.
Well,
when they're going in.
one problem my daughter has is her kids just won't eat. So how do you get the good nutrition in then? How do you make sure they, of course, are not eating the bad things? They'll all eat pizza and, like you said, mac and cheese, all those bad things that bring obesity. But what can they do to avoid the obesity?
What I do with my children is I make cooking fun. There's nothing better than teaching your kids good habits. If they grow it, they're going to eat it. So I like to garden. So I teach them, you know, let's grow a tomato, let's grow some cilantro, and then they're like, wow, I grew that, Mommy, and then that forces
they
them
wanna
to,
eat
yeah,
it.
then they
It's
want
a
to eat
great
it because they
idea.
grew it.
Yeah,
It's kind
it
of
just
gross.
takes a while.
Shop organically too.
Because you can't grow mac and cheese,
No,
right?
you can't grow mac and cheese. Or get organic, gluten-free mac and cheese, right? Like the whole grains. So you want to go for the non-GMO, 100% organic.
Oh,
products.
that sounds great. Thank you so much. And you can go down and talk to her in person. She is at Age Vital Pharmacy on Main Street in downtown Sarasota. And coming up, we're going to jazz things up. We've got live music coming up in Sounds of the Suncoast.